It's week 6 of the 2041 season, and we'll see the Aviators, leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Aviators and the Steamers, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Hey, football fans, glad to have you all with us early in this NFL season. It's Kate Scott and Brock Heward with you, and we've got a couple of teams here, Brock, on much different trajectories here early in the opening third of this calendar.
But we're a part of the season, and you know this, partner. The records could still be deceiving, right? So don't look at that win-loss column and immediately say this one's a landslide. Some teams start a little slow before they surge. Some start fast, have some injuries, and we know what happens over a long season. But that picture, it's going to become a little more clear today.
Five weeks come and gone already, and we're off here in Week 6 on EA Sports. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And they'll have a veteran leading them out. It's their 9th-year quarterback.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. I'm curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And this one doesn't go far. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
It's fielded at the 14. Has room down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago! The Aviators take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. They have him back there, Brock, because of what he can do with even the smallest sliver of daylight. And, in my opinion, partner, there aren't many plays more exciting than seeing a punt return for a touchdown.
I'm with you because it is so hard. I mean, it takes instincts, it takes intangibles, it takes greatness. I think of Dante Hall and Devin Hester and those guys that made it look easy at times, and it is not easy, especially the house one.
That one splits the uprights. And the Aviators will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now, Brock, you always tell me they're special for a reason. Quite the boost from their special teams on that score as they kick it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Pistol snap to Jackson. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete.
Read and react. Read and react. Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Escapes the pocket. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Steamers getting their punt team out there. And the last time he kicked it, it was taken back for 6. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 32. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. From the 38. He'll get this to Means. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The offense getting set to go. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now here he goes.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
The screen pass falls incomplete.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2 and 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Aviators and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 43. He's got a man left. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Chicago first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's a give up the middle. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, the fullback gets you the hard yards. It gets you those first downs on 3rd down. Not too much different than that 3-wood in my golf bag. Just something trusty about it when I really need it.
Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Steamers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
The offense headed back to the field. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? But it chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And Brock, they are not off to a good start. 2 drives, 2 giveaways. I think they could call this a win if this drive just doesn't end in a turnover.
Yeah, there's got to be some voices of calm within this offense to play smart, not scared.
He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Aviators get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because only took him a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them. The guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Aviators drive out to an early 14-0 lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And they're still looking for their first signs of life on offense. Haven't even been able to get a first down off this defense just yet. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Caught, nice gain left side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it'll give him a first down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First and 10. Here's Jackson. He's on the move. He'll try and run this. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. First and 10 from the 41. Now Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They go play fake with Jackson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. Our score, 14-0. Back to the Windy City in just a moment. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Throwing from the gun. Escapes out. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll get him back to 11.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Complete over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Putting a receiver in motion. Oh, look at this. They give on the jet sweep. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That's why you often see some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Got for big yards on the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Throwing now from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing it again here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds down at the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
He'll throw it yet again. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Now, hold on a moment, folks. We got a player in some discomfort after that one. He's going to receive some assistance as we take a brief timeout. Got to forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. Bails out of pressure's there, and he goes down again. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Kate, you just know as a quarterback there's situations where you're going to gain the trust of the play caller or quickly lose it. And when you take back-to-back sacks, you've lost the trust of your coordinator. And now on 3rd down, well, you better do all you can to regain it.
And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends their lead to 14.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Now this offense getting set to work here. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Changing it up here, Jackson. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Play action. Here's Jackson. Wow, wide open here. Complete. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
We all know these receivers are so dangerous just in how well they get open and work the field, but then put the ball in their hands, and they become even more dangerous after the catch. They start looking for those lanes to turn small catches into massive gains.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
An offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out, because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
They'll hand it to him again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that forces them to 4th and goal. Out comes the kick team to attempt this field goal. It's from 30 yards out. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll get him back to 11.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Aviators headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Finds him on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They kick the running back in motion. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's a Chicago 1st down. Still sticking with the passing game. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 2nd and 3 now. From the 48. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. 3rd time now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
Looking for the back that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Aviators getting their special teams out onto the field. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, Jackson setting up the running back screen. And he'll get it up to the 27. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout. Blitz coming here. Jackson. Called in left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. From the gun, Jackson. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. Jackson's going to throw again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down a near impossibility.
Got to figure out this third down here. Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll bring out the punter here. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. Brings it in at the 12. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. They won't gain anything on the run as time runs out in the first half. So that's halftime now. The Aviators out in front in Chicago. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. These two teams heading out of the tunnel. We're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great
Teams are back out on the field.
Scott.
Everyone is set, and the second half is underway. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Aviators are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Ball at the 33 for first down. Hand off to the back. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Another carry for him. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They get 6 and a first down as well.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll run down here on first down. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Means on the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Completed over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Looking to throw on 1st and goal. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. It's 2nd and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Pass play now. And he has the Chicago touchdown. The Aviators grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would.
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Now, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
No change to the call on the field, so that play's going to remain a touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Aviators push their lead to 18. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense ready to get going again now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. 2nd and 3 now. Handoff now out of the gun. And they limit this to a minimal gain to around the 34. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. Back to the well again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Punt team on the field. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And they're going to take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running this one left. And he couldn't do a whole lot there. Minimal yardage picked up to the 27. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. He's dropping back to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That's 2. Count them 2 drives that he has put to rest now. First with the interception, and this time a critical 3rd down sack. There's just some players on the field, they sense the moment defensively, and when they get the opportunity, well, they make the most of it.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. The Steamers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Pistol snap to Jackson. Completed to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They go play fake with Jackson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it sets up 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he works it down to the 30-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Lone back gets the handoff. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
2nd and 13. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
Play fake, Jackson. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Steamers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steamers make it an 11-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The home teams ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. On first down, they'll run. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He'll get this to Means. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's a Chicago first down. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. New set of downs for him at the 38. Give now to the running back. He's got room to roam here. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Aviators some likely locked up the win right there. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Aviators push their lead to 18. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. This offense getting all set for this series. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That one's complete, right side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So 2nd down coming up. Jackson to throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd and long for him here. He has the first over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route complete. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. They give it to him again. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. 2 yards on that run. That's going to bring up 4th and 6. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
If they wanted any kind of shot here, Kate, to come back in this game, that field goal had to go through and make it a 2-score game. That's only the first of what would need to be several steps here in a hurry to have a chance to try to pull this out.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
First and 10, they're going to throw. Hits him on the in route. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Throwing now on 1st down. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Here's the handoff. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they bring him down around the 34. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's a Chicago 1st down. Back-to-back carries here. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's a handoff up the gut. And they take him down right along the 30. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They'll throw it. That's caught for the 1st. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Catch is made in close. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Steamers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First down throw for Jackson. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10 now. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Sideline throw is incomplete. Should have been intercepted in all reality. Instead, 4th down coming up.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
He finds him beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Into traffic, complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Steamers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Connecting on a slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They've got to keep moving quick here. Jackson's going to throw again. Short pass brought in. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. And again, it's Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Has it down close. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Jackson yet again. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. The Steamers get it back to within 2 possessions. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they... So we have a pause here. Inside 2 minutes, all reviews come from the booth. And they want to take one more look. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again. Unlike these officials, who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. That one splits the uprights. And the Steamers make it an 11-point ball game. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the hands team comes up big. They're going to hang on to win. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game. Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the first quarter, the second quarter, third quarter? Nope. You win it when it matters in this league, and that's finishing in the 4th.
With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Aviators emerge as winners as we say so long from Chicago.